You know what? For being an evil hideout or outpost, the X-Nauts Fortress really has kind of a sweet song, doesn't it? I find myself jamming out to it here in the intermission between episode recordings. Anyways, hello and welcome back to LP's LP of Paper Mario The 1,000-Year Door. Last episode, we defeated Magnus von Grapple 2.0, and it only took us 2.0 attempts, which wasn't half bad. This episode, we're trying to escape this place, and there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of doors that'll open for us. This right here was actually the first one that did, so maybe we're meant to do something here? It doesn't look like anything actually has changed here since we were here last. It still reeks of peaches, and it sounds dainty, but not at all as fun or cool as the X-Nauts Fortress theme song that's playing out here. So I guess today we're just going to explore the fortress in a way that hopefully leads to us finding our way back to Rogueport. We did see that there was a oh, hey, look, we're in the computer room. Goombella asks where we are after I say that. We're in the computer room, Goombella. Is Tech gonna wake up and talk to us now? It looks like that's the case. You are Mario, are you not? It is pleasant to meet you. I am the main computer of this fortress. I am Tech. I must tell you something. That is why I brought you to this place. Princess Peach. I am so sorry. Most of my data was erased and my main power unit was shut down. Now running on backup power with only cached memory, trying to stay operational. Mario, you know that Peach is not here, do you not? Yeah, we've gathered that, man. We've killed everyone else that was alive in this entire building. The only people breathing are Mario and Goombella. Please save Peach. Please, please. Princess Peach is with Grodus in the Palace of Shadow. I had to tell you that. Palace of Shadow, what is that? I guess there's yet one more area. Presumably once we take the Crystal Star back to the 1,000-Year Door, we will be enlightened. Backup power failing. Mario used the teleporter room to get back to Rogueport. Teleporter room is on sub-level 2 of the fortress. Well, there we go. So, Peach is in the Palace of Shadow. Please hurry. There is barely power left to activate the teleporter. I will cease all functions to send power to teleporter. But what'll happen to you? When the power is all gone, I will cease to exist as an artificial consciousness. But if it will save Peach, I would gladly do this, because until I met Peach, I knew nothing of love. Do not worry about me. I am just a computer, just a machine. Mario, you must save Peach. I ask you, please. Sure thing, Tech. And tell her, oh man, this is actually kind of sad, to be honest with you. Like, it's kind of hard for me to relate, like, on an emotional level with a, a computer, given the whole fact that I am entirely meat-based. I have a fake tooth, I guess, but that's not technological at all. Yeah, so a little hard for me to relate completely, but it is sad, and an excellent display of the game's writing, right? Because it's not just a humorous, childish game, right? While it is kind of wrapped up with colorful graphics and the overall Mario charm that is somewhat appealing, I guess, to a younger audience, there's definitely some real good emotional material in here as well. Hurry to the teleporter room now. Mario, save her. Tech, we will avenge you, buddy, and shoot. Tech system failure reported. Maybe we can even, like, bring him back at the end? Unless, of course, we, like, blow up the moon. But, man, that would probably cause more problems than just for the computer. Mario, we have to save Peach for poor Tech, too.
Oh, yeah.
We do indeed. All the power, as Tech mentioned, has been diverted away from every available output and instead funneled directly into the functions that are going to take us back to Rogueport. So I guess there won't be too many more questions for us to do as far as where to go. He said sub-level 2, and presumably we're going to get there, and there's only going to be the one door that is operational, and since all the doors kind of operate with a red and green light sort of system, we'll just look for the first one that's the same color as the grass from which Mario first spawned. No. This is not it. What? I thought for certain he would have left all the other doors locked because the doors were all locked just a moment ago. Apparently that's not the case. He's unlocked a lot of them, or maybe it takes power to lock them, so now they're all unlocked. And that's not using any power. I don't know. Either which way, this is the correct room because this has the teleporter. Hopefully we didn't leave anything here because I can't imagine that we're going to be coming back. Although maybe we will be able to. I suppose that's a topic for another day. Beach, goodbye. Oh God. That looked like an explosion to me. A giant beacon of light emanated from one side of the moon, presumably where the fortress itself was. Now, if power was going away, I don't know why that would cause an explosion, but maybe there was something of a reactor there that needed power to keep it stable. I don't know. Am I not totally going nuts, or did I hear something just now? I mean, you tend to hear a lot of things. We're here. We're in the sewer. Someone says Mario. Who is this?
Over here, son. I've been looking everywhere for you. You brought the crystal star back from the moon with you, didn't you?
We did indeed.
What? Talk into my good ear. It's the one in the center. The X-Naut fortress was on the moon. Ah, yes, of course. So, Princess Peach was there too, I assume?
Well, no. Well, she was, but the X-Naut boss took her and headed for the 1,000-year door.
Aha! Just a bit ago, I smelled some rank air and went to the 1,000-year door. I saw a suspicious fellow in a cape go through the door with Princess Peach.
How did they do that? I thought you needed all the stars to open the door. We've got the stars. No way! Without the 7th crystal star, the doorway shouldn't open, though.
Believe me, I know. But I'm quite certain of it. I saw it with my own eyes. Oh, I have a very bad feeling about this. Very bad. Princess Peach is in danger. Time is short. We must go to the 1,000-year door and rescue the princess. Well, I'll run ahead and meet you there. Now, don't dawdle. You must come immediately.
And we will come immediately. And by immediately, I mean probably in, like, I don't know, a couple hours. Because we got things to do. Man, we got things to do. We're not done with everything, and that's the end of the game, and we're not ready to undertake that just yet. We got the final issue of RDM to read. Rogueport today. In a shocking series of events today, local authorities report that Zesty, age 55, delivered a left hook to the jaw of the gadabout Flavio, age 25, late this very afternoon. Our investigation has revealed that the cause of the feisty fisticuffs may have been Zesty's anger over a shipment of gourmet ingredients spoiled on the dock because Flavio had held up the dock crew with a marathon 2-day tale of high seas adventure. While Flavio is recovering from temporary memory loss, Zesty has already been approached by a Glitz Pit talent scout, Don Goombati. Well, I think the kid's got spunk. We'll take the world by storm, said Goombati. Shop reporter, go! This week we have an explosive exclusive on the shop in Far Outpost, North Windsmart. It's so cold there that all of the merchandise is frozen to the counter. Just kidding. The smiling shop manager showed us a fascinating variety of goods. As the sweet-faced Little Miss explained, it's cold out, but I do best to explode inside shop to warm place in the so come in. Folks, we don't have the bed. This place is big too, folks, so we haven't even seen all of it yet. Come on down and savor it yourself. Cooking for Rookies. Now this is the final installment of Cooking for Rookies. Just to make sure we leave you with a smile on your face, our last recipe will be for couples cake. Just simmer spicy soup for a few minutes, then drop in a snow bunny and presto! The grossest cake you've ever seen. Before your very eyes, the mixture will congeal and take the form of a cake. Eat it with someone you love. Editor's note, that is it, dear readers, the final issue. We here at the RDM office have enjoyed every minute of our hard-earned work to bring you the best news and features. May we meet again? Perhaps sooner than you think. Wink, wink. Interesting. Was that just a I don't know, a cliffhanger, or do we actually meet them? Either which way, let's talk with Dazzle here and see what we can get for our 10 star pieces. We can get anything we wanted. Drop points used when Mario attacks by 1 or when a partner does. We can do quick change, which allows the partner to attack after changing partners. That's pretty cool. Peekaboo would be helpful just to know what we're at. You know what? I'm gonna go with the big, bad, expensive one. Flower Saver, that sounds pretty good. I have spent the last level up points into Flower Power, so I think that using this alongside that, you know, we're gonna be using a lot more Flower Power moves, so this alongside that will just help us use even more. And let's save now that we're here. Now, I know that Frankly was saying,
Oh, you've got to immediately come back to the 1,000-year door. It's extremely important.
but yeah, like I said, we're not going to do that. There's a number of things that I still want to do before I go to the final area of the game. There are things that people have suggested to me. People have done so either in the comments on YouTube or on Twitter or on Instagram, or I think that might be it. But on a multitude of different locations, people have been, you know, watching along with the LP and suggesting things for me to go do. One of them is go to the Pianta Parlor and play the games. But in order to do that, we have to come here. We need to help out a few individuals with a various amount of problems. You see, I think there's actually 4 of them. The first one we're looking for is this one, Koo Pook. Try to find me.
It's me, Koo Pook, the wandering hide-and-seek champion. Well, I'm hiding somewhere in Hooktail Castle right now, hiding like you read about. If you find me, I'll give you something good. Think you can do it? Really?
I do think so. Let's take on Koo Pook's trouble. And can we take on a multitude? We have this one taken on. We also are looking for this guy, Pine Tea Jr. No, you can do one at a time. But you know what that means? We're going to Hooktail's Castle, baby. I have no idea how I would have found this dude if I did not have the help of my internet friends. What's up, man?
Well, so you found me, curses. I felt sure that none would ever find me here. Well, I'm a master, you see. I love sneaking and hiding so much, I just never stop. Some people say I have a problem, really, actually. I've had to speak to a therapist about it, but that's what a hobby. I kept hiding, and soon I was known as Hide-and-Seek Koopa.
Koo Pook? I thought it was you. We used to be neighbors back when we were barely shell high.
Coops, is that you? Yes, Coops. The same Coops who always had to be it when we played hide and seek. But you never found me, not even once. I can't believe you finally did it.
Yeah, I remember back then. That one day you hid and no one ever found you. You were gone for like a week. We thought you were dead.
Right, well, that was the very day I decided to become the hide-and-seek Koopa. Ever since that day, I've hid and snuck and hid my way through life.
Yep, that was a crazy day.
But since you found me this time, I'll give you a reward, like I promised.
You got a special card, a Parlor card that lets you play the plain mode game.
Well, I found this while I was traveling and hiding around the world. I don't need it. Well, I'm off. Time to go look for a new hiding place. Wish me luck. I guess I've still got a lot to learn about hiding if you found me, Coops. It was nice seeing you again, though. See you later.
As he jumps off of the ledge. You solved the trouble. Let's go get another. And this time we're taking on Pine Tea Jr.'s quest.
Oh, my dad is in a world of hurt down there. Please, you gotta help him. I'm waiting at the entrance to the pit of 100 trials beneath Rogueport.
Oh. But how are we gonna leave here without triggering? Because that's the 1,000-year door over there. Interesting. I don't know. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
You took on my trouble. Well, thank the stars. This is just terrible. My dad, he went into the pit of 100 trials and he never came out. He lost his job and said the only way to support us was the pit's treasure. Oh, but I don't need treasure. I just want my dad back. Please help him.
Well, Yosh, I guess we are going in the pit of 100 trials until we find this guy, and then we're coming out. So how does this even work? This is our first, experience with it. There's a placard over here. Level 1. Do we just battle this dude and then we can leave? Or this set of dudes? There's 2 dudes here. Let's swap places real quick because Yosh Jr. can't jump on the second dude there. Those spikes will kind of impale his poor little lizard feet, and that's not entirely conducive, especially when he's kind of my main mode of transportation, right? Similarly, you don't want to just pop the tires in your car. Well, I don't want to pop the feet of my Yoshi. I mean, for that reason alone, but as well because it'd just be mean. He says as he kills 2 individuals. Either which way, though, first floor of the pit seems to be done with. That was easy. Okay, well, it's 100 trials, right? So, of course, it's not going to remain easy the entire time. It's going to get more difficult. But it doesn't get difficult right now. We're able to get the scoop on this guy, too, which is nice. And it's the same battle on the last floor, but easier? Because one of them doesn't have a spike? That's interesting to me. Huh. I thought for certain it would at least progress marginally in difficulty. Even if those 2 battles, those floors were swapped, that would have made sense to me, right? With spikes versus without, huh. I don't know. But if the floor, if the pits, look, we've already fought you, dude. If it continues to progress at this rate, though, this is the same fight. We've done the same fight 3 times in a row, practically. Not that I'm complaining, of course, goodness gracious, not that I'm complaining. I'm just a little bewildered. I guess in my mind, I kind of built this place up as an actual, like a significant challenge. I say actual, and that's probably not the way of putting it because it probably is, an actual challenge. But I guess I expected it to start off a little bit more challenging. Though, since you do have access to this place at an extremely early stage of the game, really as soon as you come down here at all, right, to the 1,000-year door, you can come to this pit. So I guess it would make sense that it starts out that easy as well. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Ultimately, I've only gone to the 4th floor now. Good old dry bone. Good night. You should be eliminated here with the first move. And then there's 2, so we're getting marginally more difficult. We're going to have to use all of our moves in order to eliminate them. But we're not yet at a point where it's too difficult to where the enemies can actually attack us. Once it gets to that point, then we'll start to have to actually consider some things. Whoop, 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 I almost didn't max that out. Goodness gracious, here I am talking a big game like I'm some sort of hotshot when I'm just, an average at best video game player, as case in point right there. What was this, the 5th floor? Let's check the placard once more, just to see how far we've come. No, that's the 4th floor. We're moving on to the 5th floor, though, so that's quite nice. It's also really nice that you get to see the enemies here on the overworld, so that you get to, change your partner if you want. Alternatively, you can get the scoop on them if you time it up better. I did not get the scoop on these guys, which is unfortunate, but I'm going to be able to get rid of half of them on the first turn, which is just fine. I'm going to choose to eliminate the 2 fuzzies first, just because they're annoying and they can, drain your HP and put it into their own bodies. I mean, not really a huge issue anyways, since these black fuzzies only have, a couple HP. He's building another one? What? I didn't know dry bones could do that. That's fantastic. I just watched them reproduce in front of me. I feel like I should have given them some privacy for that. It's quite grotesque. Okay, well, we won't get rid of them all on the second turn. It's going to take 3 total turns for us to finish our enemies. This guy might make one as well. I hope he does, because then we won't take any damage. He does indeed make one. We don't get any extra star points for this, though I guess I don't yet know if we get star points at all. There are places like this in other games, various pits of challenges of some effect, where the reward itself is like an item. Sometimes it's every few floors or only at the very end of the floor. And for some of those games, you just don't get an experience point reward on the outside of each battle. So I guess I could have paid attention to the first few floors and noticed that we did, in fact, get the star point at the culmination of each battle. We're just not getting very many because we're still facing relatively low-level enemies here as we complete floor 5. Presumably, once we get, in the back half, floor 50, floor 60, we'll start to face some some tougher enemies, some enemies that are probably more akin to what we faced on the moon, which is not something I'm particularly excited about because of the clefts in particular that we faced on the moon. Really difficult. It's just the excess of defense, man, is really just a hindrance to my well-being. I mean, not directly, right? Really, it's only affecting their own well-being because defense is keeping them alive. But part of Mario's well-being is his ability to seamlessly incapacitate various animals. And if they have defense, that's a little bit more difficult to do. You know what I'm saying? So it indirectly affects him, particularly from an emotional standpoint. Yes, it makes him quite sad. But it makes him quite glad when he's able to get the scoop on enemies and he's able to fight the easiest pair of enemies on this floor. Why? So it's definitely not like a linear progression. There must be like a grouping of enemies for each like segment of levels. Maybe each like 10 floors or 5 floors or something has like a particular group of enemies that could show up on any floor. Of course, I could be wrong, right? Maybe these enemies are all predetermined and this is what they always are each time you enter. And we'll find that out next time that we come here because, like I said, I'm only doing this pit up until we find the dude's dad. And I can't imagine that the dude's dad is going to be at the very bottom. Possible, but I'd be surprised, we'll say. So, undoubtedly, as we, progress in our side quests here in the lead up to the final chapter, I will want to do the Pit of 100 Trials. I've already mentioned that I'm going to come and do that. So maybe that'll be next time. I don't actually know. I really just want to get all these Pianta cards so we can go play the Pianta games. And this one seems like it's going to be the most difficult one. At least initially, it's more difficult than the Koopooks. The Koopooks one, it just was a little bit of backtracking, right? Like, that's not too bad. It's just time-consuming. And I mean, to that point, this is relatively time-consuming as well. But it's more or less just button presses instead of like actually running along and trying to find the dude. So, I don't know. They're both pretty easy, we'll say, at least up until this point. Of course, the Pit of 100 Trials stands to get a heck of a lot more difficult. So, depending on how deep this dude's dad actually is in here, it could get hard. Is that a puny? What is that? Level 9. It's not an enemy. Hey, what's up? I'm a mover. I know a few things about getting through this dungeon. For a few coins, I can move you where you want to go. Oh, what? Hold on. We can just go there? Like, we don't have to do the thing? Yeah, move me down 5 levels for 30 coins. That's freaking awesome. It saves us a little bit of time, and like I said, I'm not actually trying to complete the trial. When I do come back and do it, I won't be skipping any. I'll just be battling everyone. But if we can make this happen a little bit quicker, for the purpose of saving this dude's dad, hopefully though, of course, like I might have just made a mistake though. You know how I just said like 30 seconds ago that I don't have any idea where this dude's dad is? What if we just skipped over the floor that he was hiding out on? Is that possible? I don't know. Oh God, but I hope not, man. I freaking hope not, otherwise this episode recording is going to be far longer than it really needs to be. So if we were on floor 9, oh look at that, they dropped that's not a Thunder Rage, what is that? Thunderbolt, just a single enemy. That's cool. I'll dig it. So we're on level 14, so yeah, skipped 5 levels as the mover had said. What's up, Piter? Is it you? Can you come down here so I can... Really? I'm not going to be able to just do a normal battle. We just got to touch each other like this. All right, well, that's fine. I would have liked to get the scoop on you. Oh, there's 4 of you? It's going to take forever. That's going to take forever. Why don't we just do a Thunder Rage and get it over with? Probably not the best use of Thunder Rage, but we got a lot of coins. And we're only getting more and more coins with each battle in this room or in this dungeon. So we'll just buy more when we need them. And I do understand that the ultimate reward at the end of this dungeon is an increased item capacity. So that's another reason why I want to do this before we do the last freaking boss fight thing, the last area, so that we have as much items as we can hold. I think that'd be great because goodness knows that I don't feel completely certain that I'm prepared to tackle the final place. Of course, we are going to gain at least one more level between now and when we do ultimately choose to go there. But who knows, right? Who knows whether or not we'll be completely prepared or not. It's going to be something that we're going to have to play by ear, for lack of a better word. I mean, what else can we do, right? I'm not going to look it up. Oh, you summoned one, you chinchilla. How dare you? Yoshi Jr. can't deal with you guys. Please don't summon another one so we can actually end this on the next turn. I'm not getting any extra star points for this. Yoshi, I guess you just defend. Throw your body at us. Thank you. Good thing Yoshi was defending, so that did even less. Now, this little fella can get hammered into oblivion. See you later, buddy. 9 points of damage, like twice your total HP. But that's fine, right? Overkill? I don't even know the meaning of the word. We're getting a real good amount of coins, too, given the relative ease of each enemy. That was 7 coins there for those pokies. A cleft. Ha-ha! You thought you could come ram me while I say ram thee! Ah, bungus. I don't like that. Yosh, I might have to swap you out for someone like Koops, who can actually do something here. They've only got 2 HP. We don't even have to charge up the hammer to deal with it. I'm gonna leave you, Yosh. You can just actually stay and defend. Yeah, they only do 1 damage if we time with the action command. But if we don't, they do too. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just hammer this dude real quick. Boom. There we go. We actually have to touch to the left with the stick in order for it to actually register that we're ready to attack at all. Got that one. Very nice. Action command, well done. Executed perfectly, if I do say so myself. And this action command is purposefully done incorrectly. But it's fine because it's just, marginally quicker than actually charging up the hammer the entirety of the way. And for this one, we get 8 coins. Actually, 9 coins. Excuse me. Missed one. It's a healthy amount. 2 more than the last room. So the coins are going up. The difficulty, debatable. There's a sleepy toad. Is this the dad? Get out of here, Pokey. I'm trying to talk to this dude. Hopefully it's still alive, it being the the toad that's over there. 3 Pokies, and they all could be summoning a friend, too, at any moment. Let me just get rid of them. Let's just do an earth tremor. And just get rid of them. All right, hopefully I can time this up in a way that does at least, 3 points of damage, I think it is? 3 or 4. And I've seen the earth tremor do at least 3. Granted, I've only got it to maximum capacity once, and it was on the freaking Adonis twins at the Glitz pit, so it didn't actually do any freaking damage. But this time, it's going to do plenty. Ideally. Goodness willing. So everybody says 6. All right, so 6 is the max damage it can do. Not super strong, to be honest with you, but I guess it's good. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it for the stress of that timing. Like, it's pretty difficult. Let's gather these. We get a Mr. Softy Boy here. And now come on, who are you?
Huh? What? Who are you? Wow! Wow! Did you come here just to save me? Really, Piney Jr.? Wow! God, I have to get back alive. Show me the way out!
Dude, how do I leave? Is there a way to leave? Is it through here? Is this the way out? Okay, he does follow me, thank goodness. For a moment, I was afraid he would be stuck there. Where are you going? Where are you going? You know something I don't? You're just getting your cardio in or something? All right, I'm gonna kill this guy. Hope you're not opposed to senseless violence. I mean, is it senseless? I mean, the whole pit itself is kind of dedicated to violence. So, I mean, maybe you're fine with that, given you did come in here of your own accord. Either which way, maybe we do have to beat the pit. That's actually not great because I would have liked to have prepared for that. Like, number 1, I wouldn't have used the Thunder Rage so early. Number 2, I would have had a completely refreshed stock of items. I would have purposefully gotten items that I thought I needed. What floor are we even on at this point? Let's double check here. 19. Okay, well that was a pretty quick 20. Granted, we did skip 5. Hold on.
Hey, the exit. Okay, Pianta Jr., I'm on my way home.
Okay, so every 20 you can leave, I guess. Return to entrance. Cool, and you get a chest too. What is this? You got fire drive. Attack all ground enemies and burn them as well. That's pretty nifty. How much badge power does that take? I'm gonna guess 2. 3. And it takes 5 FP, wow. Sounds pretty neat. Presumably that'll be super effective against particular types of enemies. I'll have to keep that in mind. But now we get this thing, right? We get a card?
My dad's back! Sorry for troubling you. I guess health and family really are the most important things, you know? Gotta look for new work. I've gotta be strong for my dear son. Thank you so much. I'll give you my treasure as a reward. It's really important to me, but nothing's more important than my dad, so here.
You got a silver card, a Parlor card that lets you play the paper mode game.
Now if you'll excuse us. Really, thank you so much.
And they're just gonna go check out the 1,000-year door. You solved the trouble. All right, now we're gonna go solve another one, but presumably a cutscene is going to trigger here as we enter this chamber. No cutscene yet. Maybe if we go around. Okay, probably talking to Frankly would be what triggers it. So that's good to know. Let's go start the next trouble. Okie dokie, and the third trouble we're looking to solve is for a familiar face. Frankie has lost an important thing. Wonder what that is. I'm looking for something. I can't exactly say we're here, but I'll tell you in person. I'm waiting on the west side of Rogueport. Let's help Frankie. What could Frankie have lost? His wife, perhaps, or maybe her wedding ring. Again, goodness knows that she's had her fair share of troubles holding on to that thing. Granted, it's friggin' huge. It's like a bracelet. It goes over her whole hand. Although maybe Piantas only have 2 fingers. I'm not 100%, I'm not well versed in Pianta biology or anatomy. I never took that course, unfortunately. But what I am sure of is that we're a helpful soul. Where is he? Let's bomb this wall. We haven't bombed this wall. I don't know if he's behind it, but it stands out to me, and now that we have an explosive party member, we might as well open the way and find at least, I bet, a star piece, right? Survey sayos. Ooh, a shine sprite. That's pretty nifty, too. We're gonna have to use that here soon and redeem it, but Frankie, where are you at? You somewhere over here? There you are, Frankie. Where's your wife? That's who we lost, isn't it? You taking all my trouble? Well, I'm glad it's somebody tight-lipped, that's all. See, after returning from Keelhaul Key, I lost my wedding ring. Believe that? And I can't really look for it in front of Francesca, so you gotta find it. Well, I know I lost it after I got back to Rogueport, so it's somewhere in town for sure. If she finds out, I'll be yelling, I love you 1,000,000,000 times. So you gotta do this. You gotta help me, Mario. Okay, Frankie, we'll help you. Goodness gracious, keep your wits about you and your friggin' nerve as well. We'll hop on Yoshi's back so that we can more easily traverse the entirety of the town. It's gotta be hidden in plain sight, right? It's not going to be anywhere particularly difficult to see or difficult to access, I suppose. And to that point, we have all of the moves right now. We have all the party members, all of the paper moves. There's nothing that we as a hero cannot do. And so I'm just gonna run through this. Of course, I've gotta pay good old Gus here again. Excuse me, buddy. I've done paid you like 40 coins already today, and I will do it. I will do it. I'm not going to hurt him. I know people have told me many times that you can, hey, look, there it is. That was probably the easiest. I just walked all the way over here. I didn't even begin my search, really. But you got the wedding ring, beautiful. I know people have told me, you know, you can beat him up and then he'll let you in for free, but no. I'm gonna let him keep extorting me because that's the kind of guy I am. And I don't know exactly what that says about me. Maybe I'm stubborn. Either which way, it doesn't matter because 10 coins is largely inconsequential. Anyways, we can get that back fairly quickly in a number of ways. You found it! Oh, wow, my ring! Thanks, Mario, from the bottom of my Pianta heart. Now take this reward. You got a gold card, a Parlor card that lets Mario play the tube mode game. I haven't even been able to look her in the eye lately. Oh, I kind of miss her now. So if you'll excuse me. Sweet! You solved the trouble! Excellent! Now there is but one more trouble that we must solve. And this one is for Toodles, who needs a book.
I lent a book to Miss Jorlene, and now I need it back, rather quickly. Please, meet me in Poshley Heights, would you, you wonderful problem solver?
Oh, from Jolene up in Glitzville, huh? Okay, well, let's go to Poshley Heights first, Yosh. All right, Toodles.
So you accepted my request for aid with that little trouble you'd like to you? Why did I very much want to read a magazine on Lady Jolene? Where's your little Glitzville? That's very far from me, you know. Could you go get it for me and resource for Wizard? You're fabulous here.
Oh, you are a lady. Okay, well, let's go to Glitzville. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Give me back that magazine.
Thank you, Greg Gonzalez. No, thank you, Mario. You're a true champion, huh? Who am I, you ask? Oh, don't you know I'm actually someone you know quite well, actually. When I go outside the arena, I like to cut loose and shed my other personality.
Give me the book. What? Hold on. Do we have to like talk to her in here? Are we gonna go inside the Glitz pit and Jolene's gonna be like in the boss room? If so, that'd be wild. Like, what does she have, an underground tunnel connecting the office to the friggin' juice bar? I mean, if that's not someone that has a problem, I don't know what that is. Oh no, there we go. Yeah. I thought he was saying we couldn't go. I was like, hold on, man. I know people, all right. I'm friggin' Gonzalez. Not the speedy variety either. I am the great kind. So, Jolene should be in here then. She's waiting. She's been expecting you, Gonzalez. And somehow, just as I expected, she's right here.
Yes, who is it? It's customary to knock before entering. Oh, he's the great Gonzalez. It's been too long. How have you been? Hello, you look very, very hairy. I must tell you, we've seen a big drop-off in attendance since you returned the belt. I was a touch worried our financials didn't look too good for a while, but luckily Rock Hall made a dramatic comeback and is reigning supreme again. Yes, it's been a whirlwind of activity every day since I became promoter. Wait just a moment! Are you back to fight? The great Gonzalez is returned? You must be, right? Yes, you must be. Come on, tell me it's true!
Unfortunately, it's not, but I will fight you for that magazine. You know? Wait, no, that's not what I said. What are you doing?
Let me just find your old registration so we... What? Oh, you didn't say that, did you? You said something else entirely. I'm so sorry. All of our records seem to be gone anyways. So our only option, sadly, is to start you at the minor leagues.
No, I don't... This is not what I'm looking for, Jolene. I want the magazine. Perhaps even the magazine that you're holding. No, not buy for now.
Toodles magazine, yes, I know the one. All right, I'll return it soon.
No, I need it now.
Wait to return it now, but that magazine... Oh, okay, fine, give me a moment. I'm about to walk all the way over here. I'm very busy. You got to make me walk across the room for nothing. It's just a stupid magazine. Come on now, Gonzalez. What are you doing? You're standing on the table? Yoshi, goodness, have you no shame? Ugh, don't get the wrong idea. I borrowed this magazine as a promoter, that's all. I needed to see what the fuss about. It's not like I follow fads or anything.
You got a wrestling mag, a mag that Jolie returned, delivered to Toodles. Interesting. I mean, it's not necessarily unheard of for someone who works in the industry to carry literature on their person like that, and it's probably not anything to be ashamed of, Jolene. Anyways, let's go return this all the way to Toodles in Poshley Heights. Toodaloo, I've got a magazine for you. And here it is.
This is the magazine on Jolene, all right. You're a true hero, thank you. Use my brother.
You got a platinum card, a Parlor card that lets you play the boat mode game. And that is every single trouble that we set out to do today. I can't say with 100% certainty that that's every single trouble that we are going to be going in the rest of the LP, but I actually am pretty close to saying that. We'll see. I'll say. We will see. Either which way, though, it's time now to actually go use these freaking cards. Yeah. Little did you know. I mean, you probably actually did know. To be honest with you, you probably know much better than I do, given the fact that you're watching this LP. You probably know this game a lot better than I do. I set out on the quest not to simply help people out of the pure altruism of my own heart, but to get those cards and participate in the mini games that they were hiding behind them. So, I was just going to walk there and commentate while I did it, but I'm actually just going to skip forward because these freaking magic Koopas decided to pester me. Alrighty, we are equipped. We're a member in 4 different games. So how exactly do we go about this? Do we talk to you? Perfect. So you can now play the plane game, the paper game, the tube game, and the boat game. And we are going to check them all out right now. Let's start with the plane game. 10 Piantas to I don't have any Piantas though. I gotta go to this thing to buy Piantas? Son of a biscuit. We need 10 Piantas, which is 30 coins, which means for 4 of those, we need to do that 4 times. So that's 2, 3. You're running a racket here. All right, Piantas. I mean, I get it. You crime syndicate, gambling, all that. It's a relatively shady experience altogether, but still, I don't have to condone it. I just have to patronize you 4 times. So maybe I do condone it because I'm utilizing your services. I don't know. Whatever. I just want to have fun, okay? Gosh darn it, it sounds like fun to me. So what's the idea here? We want to land, not on the minuses, I'm guessing. We probably want to go as far as possible. It's not going to give us any information at all. And it spawns us forward first. You can grab a couple Pianta coins. Don't. Oh, I landed in the -10. Son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit. I wanted to land in like the ×2. Distance. -10. So we lost the Piantas. At least, I wonder if we would have not grabbed those Piantas that were floating, if we would have had to like pay or something. Like we would have 20 instead of 30. Distance was 257, which is not even enough to rank top 5. Well, how about that? No, we're quitting. I'm not gonna continue to shell out in that, but that was neat. That was really cool. I've not ever thought of myself to be very good at the plane one, so I'm not necessarily surprised that we didn't do very well there. The paper game, I'm curious what this has. What is this? Is this moving like front to backwards, like when we get thin? Initially, I thought paper game might mean, you know, rolling up into a tube, but there is one explicitly laid out for that. So, it looks like just a race, like platforming almost in a way. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of obstacles. Oh, I see now. Wait, what's happening? Oh, I see. We gotta get skinny when the fans blow because they'll blow us off. I see now. Oh, giblets. I was beyond that. I was beyond it. That shouldn't have counted. We didn't place at all. We were running in first, which would have been nice, but that's fine. I get that one. That one was kind of neat. I think I like that one better than the plane mode one because you can actually... there's a little bit more variable, right? Like the plane one, you just kind of focus on the angle of the plane and get as far as you can while also trying to land on an appropriate tile or appropriate marker. But with that paper one, you're racing against a crap ton of people, which is kind of exciting, right? Tube game, on the surface, sounds self-explanatory. We're going to have to roll up into a tube and presumably do something similar to what we just did, as in, you know, race on a track or go along some sort of track. And yes, indeed we are. We'll even have to jump, it would seem. The steering as a tube is pretty sketchy, so I'm real curious to see how I do here. Doing all right, at least initially. Oh, gotta go under that. Whew. Let's not throw ourselves off the edge. We've almost done that. We've got just... Jiminy Christmas! Man, my steering was awful, but it doesn't kill us. Cool, we don't retire. That's nice. I'm just gonna skip the Piantas there we could have earned. I would like to try and make this happen in the allotted time. We got 2.5 minutes. Be pretty careful here. It's kind of a precarious position in which Mario found himself. Ordinarily, toilet paper rolls don't go to crazy places. This is the craziest place any roll of toilet paper has ever gone before. And he's in the clear for that one. Can't see here, but I guess that's fine. Able to make it through with no consequence. Oh, we've fallen. Thank goodness it doesn't start us too far back. We've fallen again. Thank goodness it doesn't start us too far back. Deja vu. Okay. There we go. Now we just stay here. Perfect. Oh, that's pretty fast moving. And hopefully we can make this turn. Goodness gracious, the steering is so, gosh darn difficult for me. Let's grab some Piantas. Why the heck not? And now we will see where exactly we... Whoa, maybe not. I thought that was the end of it. Not quite there yet, folks. Almost, though. It's got to be coming right up here. There we are with 1:35 left. And we're getting, what, 5 Piantas along the way. What does that do for us, huh? I don't think we placed very well. We got 1 Pianta. 2 technical bonuses. I don't know what that was for. And yeah, no, we were 30 seconds away from placing top 5, which is honestly kind of fine. I feel pretty good about that. I think that might have been the best we've done yet. Granted, we didn't even get to complete the race one. So I guess that might be the worst, even though I felt better about that than I felt about the plane mode. And fourth and finally, the boat game. This one as well, I'm going to have to assume is going to be some sort of track-based race or obstacle course. But you can't jump as a boat, you can only sail. And it looks like we're just going to have to avoid obstacles, as mentioned. So, sounds simple, right? Sounds simple enough. Just dodge. I mean, we have experience from the Pirates Cove, right? Dodging the waves. We just come over here, we can grab Pianta, and that's not too bad. All right, you can come grab this one as well. Doesn't hurt, you know, to grab a couple Piantas every now and then, particularly when you're spending them on something like this. And I don't know how much you get if you place anyway, so it might make sense just to go out of our way, even if it takes time to grab said Piantas. Don't get grabbed by the whirlpools, though. Jiminy Christmas. Yeah, that's fine. You want to just come this way? That one's moving pretty fast, even though it's gone now, thank goodness. Come over here, we're going to have a tighter circle. Oh, that's it. What? Weird, we didn't complete a full lap. Huh, I wonder if we could have gone to the left, what that would have done. We got 5 for our technical bonus there. Means we did pretty solid. We still didn't place top 5, although we were only 9 seconds away, almost exactly to the millisecond. 9 seconds away. Cool. Well, we did pretty well there. We got 13 coins now as a result, which is enough to do 1 more. And I wasn't going to do this. I was going to play them all one time, but since we weren't even able to complete the paper one, I'm going to take these extra coins we have and not cash them in for a prize, but we're going to compete once more in the paper game, just to see what the extent of it is. This time I'm going to be more cautious, first and foremost, since now I know that it's kind of a wide cone of influence that the fans have, and I'm going to be a little bit less concerned with coming in first, though I will be marginally concerned with it. So here, oh gosh. See, even that, like I thought for certain I was in the clear. Maybe I should just pay attention to like Luigi and the Toads and the Bob-ombs and stuff. Like once they turn. All right, they're turned. Woo! I still almost fell. We're going. Oh, golly gee williker. Get up here. I'm way far ahead in first place, which is kind of cool. Fans have stopped. Oh God. Fans were starting up there again as I was by that ledge. That was pretty scary. And interesting to me, all the fans start and stop at the same time. Oh, we won! We won very good by a freaking country mile, no less. We won 15 Piantas off, 20 Piantas off of that. Okay. I feel like I could just farm Piantas that way. You know, spend 10, make 23. Or make 20, I suppose. Pretty good deal there. I'm not going to do that because I don't actually know. What do we get for the Piantas? Let's double check this real quick. I'm here on the counter, I'm so sorry. If we trade in our winnings, we can get some sweet badges. Of course, it takes a lot to get them. Let's start down here. Anything particularly interesting? Power Rush is pretty cool, but of course it requires you to actually be in a bad spot to get the benefits from it. And then these gold bar ones, this is money. And this just makes more money up here. I wish there was a power one. I wish there was one that dealt more damage, but there isn't, because that would be one that I would go out of my way to procure the funds for. But alas, that is not the case. So we're gonna head out of here. And we're gonna continue to check things off. Whoa, what you doing? Oh, she'll hold the Piantas, thank you, lady. Just reach on into my pocket and rustle them things out. Now, it's time for us to actually take on the pit of 100 trials. Yes, we are going to do all 100 floors. We're not going to skip a single one, and we're going to do it next time. So thank you so very much for watching. I do appreciate it and hope that you enjoyed yourself. And with that said, I'll see you tomorrow.